Hello my beautiful friends. Today we are doing an updated everyday makeup routine because I have not done one in a little while and I've recently kind of switched up my, weekend makeup look. That's what I kind of like to say because during the week I film lots of videos, but this is the makeup I do when I just don't want to think about it. It's like my go-to look, and using some products that are like pretty quick and easy so I don't have to like spend a lot of time doing my makeup because sometimes I don't feel like spending a lot of time. If I'm going to sit here and spend an hour on my makeup or longer, then I'm going to be doing something different that I've never tried. So this is kind of like my 10-minute makeup that I do when I just want to get some makeup on and don't really care about, what the end look is going to look like, but it still looks good and it still looks fresh and beautiful. So good for you guys that have a busy lifestyle. If you've got school, work, kids, whatever it may be, like this is for you guys. Or if you're like me and just are lazy occasionally. First start with coffee. And next up, okay, I always start with primer because of the foundation I'm going to be using. Some days I take a couple, I know this doesn't seem quick, but it is because it's just primer. I just smack it on. So first I'm going to start with this one here. This is the Skin Smoothing CoverGirl Base Primer, Skin Primer. This makeup routine literally takes me 10 minutes in real life or less, depending how fast I want to work it. But of course this video will probably end up being like 20 minutes long because I always talk to you guys way too much. I really like these CoverGirl primers because they're quite moisturizing, but they still have this kind of smoothing factor where they help to even out your pores and everything. I've also been taking lately my little Dermalogica one. You've seen this before in my videos. This is the Age Smart Dermalogica Skin Perfect Primer. This is real good for filling in areas where you've got enlarged pores or fine lines or anything like that, and it's also SPF 30, and I've already got moisturizer and sunscreen on my face from after I had a shower this morning, but I like to add a little bit extra SPF, especially for everyday makeup. If I'm going to be out and about, it's important to protect your skin, and here in New Zealand our ozone layer is completely effed up, so we can burn year round, even in winter, which is great when it's cold. It's cold but you get burnt. It's unfair and totally shit. So I'm kind of applying this one where I've got enlarged pores or fine lines, but to be honest, gonna probably go everywhere. This has kind of more of a balm texture. You don't have to do this. If you're copying this everyday makeup look, just use what you have, or whatever primer or whatever. But I do recommend using SPF. I like to run this particular primer a little bit under my eyes as well, really gently, just a very thin layer because you don't want to put too much under there. Now we are all prepped and ready to go. I'm gonna go in with my foundation, and this is one of the fastest parts, which is amazing because foundation usually takes a while to blend out, but this is good. You may have seen this in my gym makeup video where I tested this particular foundation out through 2 workouts. I'll link the video down below so you can see it. It's a full review, and yeah, it's basically made for the gym. But I also just use this on an everyday basis because it's so quick and I love the finish. And I've noticed, especially when it's hot weather, which it's very hot here in New Zealand at the moment, it still lets my skin breathe and sweat. I can still see sweat, if you're sweating, come through, but you can kind of blot it away and it's still really long lasting. So I just like the fact that it kind of lets my skin breathe, but also for everyday makeup it's just freaking quick, so ridiculously quick. Does this have sunscreen in it? I'm trying to remember if it has sunscreen in it. It might, I don't know, I can't remember. Check out the review, I'll link it below, but basically this is so quick. I use it with my kabuki brush, which is literally just sitting straight in front of me because I use this combo a lot just in my everyday life. You use any kind of powder brush. I don't really recommend the brush that comes with this product. This is my favorite, and I'm not even going to edit my foundation application because I want to show you how quick and easy it actually is, and I'm not sponsored by them whatsoever. The only thing with this foundation is I need to buy a lighter shade because I can only wear this if I've got fake tan on. I've got the shade here, Embrace, and I can't wear it if I have no fake tan on. Then I have to go to a liquid foundation or whatever. But I'm just going to take some product like this, and I just dab my brush in and literally watch how quick it is. It's so good. You just buff it on. And I'm going to take a bit more. And I just do big circular motions. Oh, by the way, also I forgot to say, sometimes if I've got real bad under eyes, I'll add some liquid concealer before this step, but today I'll show you how I'm going to cover them because they're not as bad as they can get. Yeah, it's really awkward how I'm trying to fill the space right now by talking. Usually I don't have to worry about that because I just edit these bits out, but I just want to show you how quick it is. So yeah, I go all over like my eyelids, forehead, and the place I like to kind of build it up because that's one layer everywhere, which looks pretty good. But I then take a little bit more product and then just do the same thing over the areas I want more coverage. So like my lower cheeks is pretty much it because I get redness. I love this foundation too because like if I decide to go to the gym in the afternoon, I go in the mornings for my cardio, but sometimes I'll join Hamish in the afternoon to go do some like weight training. I don't have to worry about like wiping off all my makeup or whatever if I have worn this. And it's as simple as that. That is the foundation. It's so quick. I don't have to worry about doing liquid foundation, liquid concealer, unless I want to, of course, and then powder and set everything. Like, it's much quicker. It's just cutting down the steps a lot. I find it's like still a real good coverage, and I love the finish of this. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, the finish is so pretty. It's so glowy and like fresh. Like, it still looks like skin, and that's what I love. It doesn't look heavy and cakey or anything. It's just like skin. So I was so happy that I ended up trying that. And then just to give a little bit more coverage under the eyes, I take this, which is usually what I would set my liquid concealer with, but it also has coverage on its own, and I just think for an everyday look, I'm not too worried about looking like too perfect. I just want something nice and quick and easy that looks fresh and bright and healthy, and this basically does all those things. Like, it covers a little bit, it covers enough. Yeah, it just looks like really nice. So I just use a small face brush this time. This is by XO Beauty, of course, and I literally just like buff it in, like do little circular motions all over my eyelid and underneath. And hopefully you can kind of see like the difference, like this side's done, this one's not. It just looks a lot smoother and a little bit brighter. I always make sure to like focus my brush on the inner part of my eye, like this bit right here is where I get super dark. Now the next step is super quick. I like to just take a nude eyeliner. You guys have seen this trick before, of course, and it's pretty much in like all of my everyday makeup routines. This one here is by Tarte. It's called Fake Awake. I get very red inside my eyes, especially this time of year because the hay fever is freaking real. So this just kind of conceals any redness and makes me look way more fresh and wide awake. Just looks pretty. It's my favorite type of eyeliner to do. Like, I prefer nude over black any day. The next step is so easy. Like the eyeshadow, I don't go hard on eyeshadow on an everyday basis. So the color I love is something like this, which is Need You. This is from the Remix palette, Shaaanxo Remix palette. You don't have to use this one. Any kind of neutral brown will do the job. And I literally just like tap it on a brush. This is a tulip crease brush. And I just start on my lash line and I just bring it up to my crease. And I just do one color all over. This is kind of like my old everyday makeup routines. Like, I love just doing like one color brown all over because it's effective. It makes my eyes look, I don't know, more green, I think. I've got hazel eyes. It just like brings out the colors in my eyes nicely. So it gives a little bit of something something to my everyday makeup, and it looks really pretty and put together and polished, and it looks like I tried when I didn't try at all. And this only takes like a minute to apply and blend out nicely, so it's pretty low fuss. Now I'm going to take the Brow Contour Pro in Blonde Light, and I take the light shade and I just kind of fill in any like sparse areas of my eyebrows with this. It's very quick and easy. I really like this pen. It's really good because it's got like the highlight shades, which I use a lot, and I sometimes actually just use this in my waterline as well. This product is pretty creamy, so you can very easily put on too much, so I recommend just using like a real light hand with it. Some days I skip this step as well and just kind of go straight in with a brow mascara because I do have tattooed eyebrows, but this is like what I'll do if I want to look a little bit more glam. So once it gets to like that, which only takes a few seconds, I like to just go in with the highlighter shade and just kind of put a little bit of this underneath to shape my eyebrow more, and it also like highlights my brow bone. And it also conceals like any little baby eyebrow hairs that I need to pluck, which is real handy because I'm so lazy with plucking my eyebrows. And then lately I've been using this so often. This is the Brow Set in Beguile by MAC. I really like this. I haven't opened my new Gimme Brow, so that's why I haven't been using that very often lately. Like, I've got shade 3.5, but I find it a little bit too warm, so I like need to open my shade 3, which is my normal shade, but until then, like, I've just been using this and I really like it. It's really nice. I like to apply a decent coat of this so my eyebrows look quite like fluffy and kind of hairy looking, you know? So you can see like before and after, like it just looks much nicer. Now next step, I don't always do it. Kind of depends if this is like weekend makeup where I want to look a little bit more glam, or if I can't be bothered if I'm just like chilling. I don't know. Sometimes I don't bother contouring, but today I'll show you the contour because I feel like it. I've just been using the MAC one lately, as you guys know if you've been watching my little makeup tutorials here and there. My current favorite is the domed contour brush. I like to take the color in the very middle and just pop that on just straight under those cheekbones. You guys know how to contour by now, surely. I like to apply it on my nose. I kind of just put it on like the actual top of my nose. Makes my nose look a little bit straighter. I like the lighting outside is real bad today where it's just like washing me out and it just looks bad on camera, but what can you do about the weather? And then I always use a little bit of bronzer. So I have a couple of go-tos for every day. Usually it's one of these two. So this is Sweet Tea by Too Faced. It's just like a little shimmery love heart bronzer. I love shimmery kind of bronzers for every day because they just like brighten up your face and they look real natural once they're blended out. This one here is called Barley Sands by Becca. It's a little bit less shimmery. I'm going to use this one today because I use this so often in my tutorials anyway. I'm just using a little bronzer brush and I like to kind of put this around my temples and the top of my forehead and my cheeks. And what I love about this bronzer is it's like quite like buildable, so it's perfect for every day, and it's real pale so it doesn't look like, I don't know, super obvious or anything like that. It's just like perfect on my skin tone. I'm obsessed with it. It's so pretty. For everyday makeup, like because I'm, you know, rushing it usually, I like products that are like quite buildable because if I just like did this with some other bronzers, like I'd end up muddy and it would take me ages to fix. Whereas like this one's nice and buildable and just so simple, so like I can just smack it on and not have to worry about it too much, if you know what I mean. And then once that is all on, I usually take like the brush I use for my foundation and just like blend it all out quickly. Once again, because if I've rushed it, I just want to make sure there's no like harsh lines anywhere. My go-to kind of like highlighters are usually like the Chi Chi palettes or something. Once again, it's like one of those products I kind of like switch up every day. It just depends what I grab first. I do often gravitate towards this palette. I love it. I'm going to use the shade Brighten and I'm just going to apply that with this detail face brush on my cheekbones. I think highlighter kind of just brings the entire look together, brightens up my face, and it just looks like I put on way more effort than I ever did. So that's handy. And I put it like everywhere because I love to glow. You can see the look's starting to come together now that I've like added a little bit of dimension. It looks like I spent so long doing this when I really did not, which is exactly what we want. Now, like I said before, like I like buildable stuff when I'm in a rush or when I'm doing my everyday makeup and I don't want to spend a long time so I don't, you know, screw it up. So if I do blush, which isn't every day, but you know, some days I want to do blush, I would usually use something like this by Clinique, which are the pop blushes because they're real buildable. They're my favorite. This one's in the shade Melon Pop and it's like a beautiful peach, which I think looks really nice for everyday makeup because, I don't know, it just looks healthy, you know? It's just a really nice, like easy to wear color and it flatters like everybody. So I just apply that with a medium face brush, just smack it on there. And I feel like applying it after the highlighter for an everyday look just helps to kind of like blend everything together and make everything, I don't know, look smoother. I think for like Instagram makeup, highlighter last, like looks more bold, but for everyday makeup, like just helps to make it look a little bit more subtle, but still there, but still not scary. Have another sip of your coffee. Now that I've got all of my face products on, before I do my mascara and everything, usually I would just take some setting spray. My Urban Decay has run out, so I've just started using this Makeup Fixing Mist by Pixie. So just whatever floats your boat. I also love the Glam Glow one. Like that used to be my everyday, but I've currently run out of it. This is squirting really badly. This isn't a good start. I've only used this once. The pump's broken. I just grabbed a new All Nighter by Urban Decay. This is one of my favorites. There we go. And I like to soak in it. Especially because I use a powder foundation, it's just nice to kind of soak up any excess that's sitting on the surface of the skin. Just help to like melt it into your skin and make it look really like natural and just last longer as well. This is where I would go in to my mascara. And I pretty much use whatever I grab first. Actually, let me show you because some days I just use this. I don't normally do both of these steps because that would add on another minute or two. But some days I just use this. Like I said, this is the tinted primer. There, it wants to focus on my boob instead of the product. Thank you. By Benefit, they're real tinted primer and this looks real beautiful if you're going for a more natural look. I just want to show you because I love this product and I cannot rave about it enough. Like honestly, it makes my lashes look natural. Like it looks like this is just my natural lashes. It doesn't look like I'm wearing any mascara. This product, if you're confused, it's kind of like those white mascara primers, except instead of being white, which I find those white ones can be kind of like awful to try and cover and your mascara goes really dull and grey. This one's dark brown, so you're getting the primed effect, but it's still like not gonna make your lashes go a funny color when you do your mascara on top. But like I said, usually if I wear this product, I use it alone because it's the most beautiful dark brown, and like I feel like you can't buy mascaras this color because they always just, they're never right, they're never quite right. This is like the perfect color. If you do happen to use it under your mascara, I'll show you what happens. My favorite mascaras at the moment, Roller Lash, Born This Way. No, not Born This Way. Why did I think it was Born Better Than Sex? I'm gonna use Better Than Sex today, and you can just layer it on top. This mascara looks bomb by itself too, so like obviously sometimes I just use mascara, like I don't do both steps, but hey, whatever floats your boat, people. And I usually only ever do like one coat of mascara because I cannot be bothered like sitting there for ages doing multiple coats. So with me, with mascara, I want something that works immediately, and this does. Oh no, got a clump. If you get a clump, all you have to do is take a little cotton tip, put it underneath, and then just roll it, like roll it away from your eye like that, and then you can just kind of like try to separate it a little. All fixed. I just love this. Like I love this mascara, I love this primer, everything is amazing. Don't really use falsies that much on an everyday basis anymore. I don't know, I just can't be bothered. Like I'm just in this zone of my life where I've just got better shit to do. Unless of course, like I said, it's one of my like makeup moods, which sometimes I have makeup moods and I'll have like my friends over and we'll sit here for ages doing makeup. But like other days when I'm lazy, and I'm lazy a lot, I just want to go. If I am going to wear falsies on an everyday look, I will often just go for something quite natural. Something like the Romantic or like Glamourista by XO Beauty or the Wonderlust. Just like a nice flirty natural pair, or like a little half lash or something like that. But yeah, today we're just going to go with our natural lashes. And then for the lips, it completely depends on my mood. Like some days I'll just use like a lip stain or like a tinted lip balm, or lip balm and nothing else. Some days I'll do like a proper lip, but it's always kind of like a nude color. Like I mentioned in my yearly favorites, like I just kind of gravitate towards nudes. So I'll show you like the more glam version for those of you who do want to still look quite glam during the day. For me, this is like the perfect just like work makeup or school makeup with like a nice natural lip color, like easy, simple. I'm gonna use Michaela today. I also love Mari if I want more of like a nude, but this is like more of a pinky color. And I basically overline my lips every single time if I'm using lip liner or like an opaque lipstick, and then just like fill them in. This is good as well on an everyday basis because it just makes your lipstick last a little bit longer, so you don't have to like keep reapplying it all the time. And then I'm gonna go over top with the shade Deja Vu, which is like a beige nude, just because, you know, everyday, easy, goes with anything, goes with any outfit. Nudes are just like my go-to personally. What's your go-to lip color? Comment down below. Is it nude or pink, or do you have a different go-to color? Like I know some people love wearing red every day, or you know, something exciting like that. I don't know. For me, I'm basic as fuck and I just like nude. So I'm just gonna apply that in the center and then rub your lips together, and there you have a nice everyday color. I kind of switch up my lipstick every single time, obviously. Like I usually go for a nude though, but it might be like Serendipity or Deja Vu or Ubuntu or for locally. Usually always XO Beauty because it's my own brand and it's just like my perfect everyday colors. Like I design them that way, but sometimes I wear other brands as well, and especially in my videos, if I'm filming a video, obviously it's usually a different brand. But I love this. They're so comfy. They're the most comfortable matte lipsticks you'll ever try in your life, I swear. And I don't usually bother with lip gloss on an everyday basis. I just find it high maintenance, so this is it. I wish the lighting was a little bit nice. I'm gonna go over one more time with my all-nighter setting spray because I'm extra and I always drown myself in it. So yeah, that is the finished makeup look. Very quick and easy, especially when I don't do 2 layers of mascara and all that stuff, like 10-minute makeup easily. And if I don't do contouring and lip liner and stuff, I swear to you guys, I can easily do this in like 5 or 6 minutes. It's so quick. And like I said, some days I just don't even like fill in my eyebrows. I just like whack it on. So yeah, this is like my everyday makeup look at the moment, and some of it, the products that I love to use. So I hope you guys found it helpful. Let me know down below, what are your most important steps for your everyday makeup? Like what are 3 products that you would use if you had to choose? For me, like if I could only wear 3 of these products, I'd probably do the powder foundation, mineral foundation, a bit of a tinted mascara, like that They're Real one by Benefit, and a bit of eyebrow gel. Like I'd just do those 3 and I'd be good to go. So yeah, this is like the glow up version of my everyday makeup, and I love it. It's so beautiful, and the best part is it doesn't feel heavy or cakey or anything like that. Like it literally feels weightless on my skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything, which is really, really nice if you are out and about doing errands and stuff like that, and you just want something simple and easy and lightweight and not too shit for your skin. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you did find this video helpful. I'd love to hear from you in a comment if you do wish to leave one. I always read my comments and try to reply to as many as I can. Don't forget to subscribe and notify. Someone said on Twitter today that apparently you only get videos in your subscription box if you have notifications on or something. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it's really annoying. I just hope that you guys are seeing these videos and enjoying them. That's all that matters to me, that you enjoy the videos and you enjoy the content. So let me know if there's anything in particular you do want to see soon as well, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.